This is hilarious, dude. It had everything. It had fire. It had a vehicle chase.
Okay, now you have my attention.
Hey there, friends. Trace amounts of science. Today we're getting into some more police body cam videos. Yes, I just can't stay away. I found a couple of real maniacs. One lights a fire in the middle of the convenience store. The other is outside the house of a 12-year-old girl trying to convince her that he's the one true God and is going to live forever or something like that. It's just absolute insanity. Is it going to be really funny? Is it going to be really sad? I guess that remains to be seen. So let's get into this thing. So on March 25th, 2020, officers were dispatched to a Circle K where a guy is setting things on fire inside the store. That man's name is David Bruce. The same thing occurred the night prior, but no cops were called. So because they decided not to hold Mr. Bruce accountable for his actions, he decided that he'd go from lighting trash on fire in the bathroom to actually setting the fires inside of the store. So everybody could enjoy. It's so pretty. Yeah, we'll see how it devolves from there. There's no audio for this part. Goodness, that's a lot of wiper fluid. Is that what it is?
Oh, hey!
Oh, dude.
Hey, stop. Stop.
Dude.
You got a fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
He's setting fire to stuff. Stop. Stop.
He's trying to walk out.
Stop.
I asked her nicely.
I don't care. Stop.
I asked her nicely.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, dude. This is not gonna go well. Yeah, okay, you asked her nicely.
Affirmative.
Now the alarm's going off. Oh, Lord!
6-1, I got the fire out.
This is just stepping into the eye of insanity, isn't it? Where did David Bruce go? Probably has a partner outside who's detaining this fellow, right? It's good that the cops had such a quick response time, because this place could have gone up. I don't know why the cashier or whatever wasn't putting it out, but sure, yeah, man, love our cops. Walking into the middle of a shit pile, and he's immediately like, how can I calm this situation down? Well, first extinguish the fire. It's a good first step. I want to hear more from David Bruce, man. Seems like that guy's got a story to tell.
I would roll him.
Roll him. We could file a report. Sure.
Where'd he go?
Where'd he go? I told you,
Hey,
dude.
stop.
Uh-oh.
Stop. Get on the ground.
Oh, he threw lighter fluid on him.
Fluid on me.
Uh-oh. That's awful, dude.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Oh, dude. This situation's only going from bad to worse. Are you sure you want to pursue the arsonist that just threw lighter fluid on you? Like, you gotta have balls of steel, man. That is insane to me. He's gonna get caught, that's for sure.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
There it goes again. Stop it, David Bruce.
Hey, we're back behind.
You ain't coming nowhere near me. I mean, you might be able to keep this one cop at bay for some time with your bottle of lighter fluid, but yeah, unless you have a flamethrower, it's probably not going to do all that much other than be a deterrent from melee range. The other cops are going to show up, though, and yeah, they'll smother that fire right out. Oh, it's the standoff. It's because he knows he can't run too good. If he was not an old man, he would have been, like, gone.
Get on the ground!
Reinforcements have arrived.
Get on the ground! Hey, don't tase him because you'll f it up.
That would be awful. Just, yeah, we had to tase him, and then all the lighter fluid goes up. I mean, it's not gasoline, it's not as flammable, but it's still a hazard, I'm sure.
Hey!
Down on the ground, sir. Down on the ground.
Not as flammable, it's still pretty fucking flammable.
Spark it up!
Please don't do that. I would hate for that to happen. Oh, dude! Whoa! They just dumped him with the car, dude. All he did was throw lighter fluid on it. I don't know. I guess now you're damaging police property. He has to be just crazy, right? Or he's looking for a place that'll give him a hot in the cot for his remaining years. I don't know, dude. But he probably didn't want to spend those remaining years in the hospital. He already don't walk too good. Don't know if I could sign off on that one, but yeah, it's definitely an effective deterrent, I suppose. Vehicle beats lighter fluid every time. Jesus, dude.
He's conscious?
No.
Yeah, he's conscious.
Is he?
Yeah, that's all we need. Is he conscious? Now all of a sudden I feel really bad for him.
I told him to take me to the floor, man. They didn't do it.
I understand damn what he's saying. Oh, it's just a little lighter fluid, officer. All in a day's work, eh, boys? Oh, he caught you in the eyes with it. Yeah, that's no good.
Here. I got it fixed. Ooh, that's cold. Yeah, sorry.
The coldness helps. Don't worry.
He threw that in my eye.
So this store clerk doesn't know what to say either. He threw that in my eye. Like, oh yeah, sorry that happened to you, dude. The store clerk's just like, who's gonna pay for that water? Is this gonna come out of my paycheck? Will I be able to afford car insurance next month? We lead different lives, you and I. Officer versus store clerk.
You got some eyewash? Yeah. Yeah. Like the second or third row in, he set fire to like all the automotive area.
Yeah, that's where all the real good burnable stuff is. I guess it was another cop who brought him water too. So, good. Hopefully we're not just calling it the spoils of war. This is hilarious, dude. It had everything. It had fire. It had a vehicle chase.
Okay, now you have my attention.
I'm just amazed. Truth be told, though, I'd like to hear less of the officer whining and more of the incoherent ramblings of... What's his name again? David Bruce, that's right.
Stay with us for a minute here. We're back. Did it get in both your eyes? Follow my finger?
Yeah, they know some first aid, don't they? Follow my finger. It's like the Wish.com Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's out cold, dude. He got all the piss and vinegar knocked out of him, didn't he? It was so scrappy mere moments ago.
I asked him to take me to 6th floor, but they wouldn't. Oh, you can put me.
Yeah, nobody has to take you anywhere.
There's nothing else on me.
Dude, his pants are all coming down. This is horrible.
Come to this extreme.
I don't want to see none of this.
All I ask for.
Oh, man. old homeless man's nuts.
Nick, my nut.
Oh. I mean, you are allowed to ask people things, homeless man, but I would suggest not lighting things on fire when you get a no in the future. Because that, people generally don't like that. Now the whole fire department's out here, and yeah, you're probably gonna do a little bit of time. Though maybe it'll be easy time for you, you know? Not too many people mess with the old heads, as far as I could tell. What a ride, dude.
This is David Bruce. He was hit by a squad car.
He was hit by a squad car. Yeah.
David, you hurt anywhere?
He's been searched. We didn't find anything. We took everything off for the most part.
No, listen to me.
What?
Listen to me.
So good, the EMT, the firemen, everybody's out here. It's like a big family reunion for David Bruce, right in the middle. He did end up getting arrested and charged with aggravated arson, aggravated battery, aggravated assault of a peace officer. And of course, the cherry on top, criminal damage to property, which is how all of this started. I hope they find a better place for David Bruce in the future. This is not a thing that normal human beings do in response to not being given a ride somewhere. It might be senility. He might have always been crazy, but yeah, some of the screws are certainly coming loose upstairs. Maybe he just didn't realize how fast paper towels burn. I did that when I was a kid, you know? Anyway, now we'll move into the true insanity, somebody that I wish would get hit by a police vehicle. So let's go ahead and I'll give you a little background before we unveil this degenerate. And oh, what a Frankenstein face. Like, I don't believe in phrenology. You'll see. On July 8th, 2022, police responded to a report of a suspicious male lurking around the neighborhood. While en route, dispatch advised that they had been getting calls about the same suspect for weeks. The suspect, later identified as Timothy Nielsen, was looking for a 12-year-old girl who he had found online. Nielsen came across the girl's YouTube channel and would leave inappropriate comments on her channel. Her parents decided to take the YouTube page down, but over the years, Nielsen would disguise himself as someone else and contact the girl on her other social media platforms. He would try to contact friends or friends of friends until he was able to locate the area that she lived in. That's when Nielsen would travel from Oregon to Ohio to try and find her. So let's roll this fucker.
Someone's door trespassing?
Yeah, if you don't have permission to be on their property, absolutely. So why are you going door to door if you're trying to meet some girl from the internet for a date?
I've been after her for 5 years and I haven't heard nothing from her. If I find her one day, that's fine. If not, I can leave. I just want a no answer or a yes answer.
Yeah, well, going door to door isn't going to find her.
What am I going to do, sit out here wait for them to pull out of the driveway?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what you're trying to do. I think you've gotten a no answer from her parents, if not directly from her, because yeah, I'm sure her parents don't feel comfortable letting her talk to a weirdo like this. Just from the gesticulation, the way he holds his arms and hands all crooked, you can tell there's something not quite right about him. I think that's the technical term anyway.
You don't even know where she lives.
I know I do, but I had my cell phone taken away from me. Like, I was sleeping over there by the Walgreens.
Okay.
And in that night, someone took my cell phone from me. So I don't know which.
So what's your?
Damn, dude. He drove through multiple states, or at least one other state, to fall asleep in front of a Walgreens, get his cell phone jacked. Like, you can tell that this is not going your way for a reason, right? We haven't even gotten into the religious stuff. But it is a sign from the universe that you're headed in the wrong direction. At least that's how I'd look at it.
Long-term plan here, because
long-term plan
we got several complaints about you coming up, knocking on people's doors, soliciting.
That's not right, man.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm not just driving around.
That doesn't happen. I'm just saying if I could get a yes or no answer for her, I would leave.
I would leave. It's like even a Frankenstein-ass voice, isn't it? Just please have her tell me no. Like, dude, the law says no. She's 12. You're, I don't know, 40 at least. Always had some really rough years. Sleeping outside the Walgreens. Jeez. Get him into a home, a mental institution. I mean, the downside to that is then the burden's on the taxpayer for years and years. I got a solution that only costs about 50 cents, but I don't know if everybody's gonna like it.
I mean, it's alright, like...
Cops can't do that. No matter how much of a disgusting degenerate he is, they can't just gun him down in broad daylight. Which is too bad, because I'd say the evidence here is pretty conclusive.
I'm going to venture to say if you haven't found her yet, it's probably a no.
How are you to say that, man? I don't know what address.
Well, because you don't know where she lives. You don't even know who she is.
Are you?
Are you from Oregon?
I am from Oregon.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you got to take this guy in.
I am from Oregon. You know of me? Dude. Yes, we do, because you're a horrible stalker. This is Ohio, right? How are the gun laws in Ohio? Seems to me like it's pretty open. You can get a concealed carry's license, and there's constitutional carry outside of that. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad you showed up here, honestly.
Why?
He's been harassing my 12-year-old daughter online.
That's how old she is?
Yeah.
You're gonna forbid me? Little children? My name is As Little Children.
Oh, God. This...
Oh, my God.
The FBI is involved in it, so
The
please...
FBI? You know what?
All right, hey, stop talking to him. All right, step down here on the street, get off this property.
Good de-escalation there. Yeah, that was not headed towards anything good, I'll tell you that much. His username, As Little Children? What? He's been stalking this girl for 5 years, since she was 8 years old. You want to see a good lesson about not letting your kids post things online? Here it is. My daughter wants to start a YouTube channel. As long as I run and maintain it, I guess that's okay. But yeah, having it go unchecked couldn't be me, dude.
All right, I'll be with you in a second, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so there's your answer. This girl you've been talking to is 12 years old. You're obviously an adult, so that conversation.
Forbid them not.
Hey,
Forbid them not.
she is 12 years old.
Forbid
That is her
them
parent.
not.
He will forbid whatever he chooses. Am I clear on that?
12 is very old. I was looking for a 6-year-old.
All right, that's disturbing.
Dude, he's the worst. Why can we not execute this person? You give me one good reason. Oh, he hasn't done anything yet. Yeah, yet. It's not thought crime. He's stated his intentions out loud, very clearly. I think the case is open and shut, personally. It's just so hateable. Like, one of the worst things that I've seen. Honestly, we read a lot of cringe on the channel, etc., but to see it unfolding in real life, it's just... Oh, God, I don't know if I'm strong enough. I'll have to let my hatred fuel me.
You know what? Holy and profane, I'm holy. And so is my church, the Church of I Am Christ.
The Church of I Am Christ.
You need a... What are you, homeless? You live in the area?
I'm homeless and a truck driver, and I'm
Okay, do you have a truck around here?
I'm waiting to make some money, man.
Okay, how are you going to make money?
Driving trucks, man.
Okay, do you have a truck down here?
No. When I get some, I'll get some money when I drive some trucks that got a Class A license.
Okay.
I'll get some money when I drive some trucks, yeah? I guess that's about how it goes.
It's a living.
While truckers are the blood and the veins of the body of America, I think this bit of blood should have been sucked out by a dialysis machine. That's bad blood, dude. On top of all that, I'm pretty sure he smokes rocks for real. Like, look at his face. You can tell he got a haircut, put on a fresh shirt to go meet that 12-year-old. Then he had to sleep outside the Walgreens in it. It's not going the way that you planned. And that's for good reason. Don't let this mutant be a formative experience for her. God bless the parents for stepping in. I'm sure this is a sobering lesson for both of them to not let your 8-year-old post things online. Imagine having this show up on your doorstep. Ugh! Can I shoot him now? For real.
If you don't have a truck, how are you going to make some money? All right, what's
I'll
your
get a
first
truck,
name?
bro.
What's your first name?
What's your first name, bub? Hey, bub. Man, he's thinking real hard, isn't he? You can see the gears turning.
My name is As Little Children.
All right, what's your first?
What kind of stupid name is that?
As Little Children. It's so disturbing every time he says it. It's just a screen name. There's nothing directly terrible about it, except that it mentions little children, and yeah, it's in the context of this video. But it makes me uncomfortable every time he says it.
My name is As Little Children.
As Little Children?
That is my full name.
So your first name is Az?
My first name is Az.
Okay, is it A-Z-Z?
As in, as become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
I think you might have misinterpreted that scripture a little bit. I like how the cop also went AZZ. Yeah, he's out here acting like an ass. There's only one way to take care of this as far as I'm concerned. With a nice, hefty ReddX Industries brand lead pipe. You're gonna love it. This creep is not, and that only makes me love it more.
That's not making any sense whatsoever.
Become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. That's what it is. Okay, Become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
So what is your government?
Whatever you think is paying you, whoever you think is paying you, I can pay you more.
So, well, you're not paying me.
I can pay you more.
You slept outside of Walgreens last night. He's like, yeah, Jesus said there's going to be riches in heaven. It's like, yeah, when it really comes down to it, I don't know if you'd actually go to heaven.
Straight to hell, to the boiler room of hell, all the way down.
What is your reason for chasing little children around the internet and also across state lines? Do you think that's holy or profane? Of course he's going to say holy. It's all part of his divine mission, don't you see? He's a rabid dog. There's only one way to deal with a rabid dog. Let me do what I do. I implore you.
If it's money, that's fine. If it's for diligency, I'm here for my woman. And if she does not want me, I will leave right now forever.
Well, the Father has said that you are not wanted, so you should leave forever.
Forbid them not. Forbid them not.
Well, that's not your place to say that, you're not welcome here.
Forbid them not. Like, that's all you had to say. It's like, oh, you're right, dude. We shouldn't have forbode that. Yes, children should be forbidden from some things. That's not really a leap in logic, is it?
So what is your government name that you were given on your birth certificate or driver's license?
My name is, you want my social security number?
Sure. What's your first name?
Sure.
What's the name given to you by the government?
Timothy.
Timothy? And Timothy, what's the last name given to you by the government?
Nielsen, Nielsen.
He's like rubbing his face. Do you think he's coming to some realizations about now? Do you think he has priors? Do you think he's breaking his parole right now? I lean towards that, but I don't want to spoil it for myself quite yet.
Forbid them not.
He's just highly educated.
Forsake your sons, forsake your daughters, forsake your wives, forsake children. Do not forsake little children. I'm little children, and if you're an officer of the law, that's it. If you will die for Jesus, if you will die for Jesus, die for Jesus right now. If you want to have me taken in underneath the law, go ahead, because you want to fight for that badge right now. Go ahead. I am the one Church of Christ who is Muslim and Christian, and we have the living God who has never died.
Did you get all that? He's definitely just spinning out of control. I don't know how it got this bad. Do you have substance abuse issues, Timothy Nielsen? Did you show up twacked out of your mind to a 12-year-old's house? A 43-year-old man, by the way, I did look that up. I think my guess was close. I wonder if we could find enough stills to do, like, a YMCA thing in here. Well, I guess let's hear some more from Timothy about the one true Church of Christ. Or whatever he called it. The I Am God Church.
Okay. And if you want to be
on 14 headquarters.
And if you want to be...
Whatever.
I don't have the words. Whatever.
Your assumption's correct. I'm not with Timothy Nielsen. Do you need a
Who will lose their life for Jesus Christ will find it. Who will lose their life for Jesus Christ will find it. I will lose my life for Christ any day.
Okay.
I bet you win it before me. I find it. Lose your life for Christ. Let me just walk out of here, man.
Okay.
Let me just walk out of here, man. Hey, man, can I just, like, leave now? No, I don't think that's gonna happen. You're going away for a little while. How has your twisted mind, like, warped itself into believing this is a holy way to live? You're a disaster. Look at you. You need help or a warm gun.
So what? Again, what's your long-term plan? So we put to bed this whole I'm looking for this girl I met on the internet. It's against the law. You can't have a relationship with a 12-year-old. So the father forbid it. You're not welcome on this property. So what is your long-term goal here, sir?
Right now, I need to go take a shit, man.
Okay. So after that, so where are you going to sleep tonight?
Not in the business. Not in the business. That's for sure.
Okay.
God, right now.
Yeah, not in the business for real, for real. We did that last night. I got my cell phone stolen. It's like, do you have a plan to get back home, or you're just planning on hanging around this neighborhood? I'm telling you, dude, easiest solution. Take him out, way out into the cornfield or whatever they have in Ohio. Make him dig his own grave. That's the way this one's gonna go. We could also go the psychiatric help route, but I don't know. It's a lot more expensive in the long run, isn't it? Just from a utilitarian point of view.
Timothy, listen. So apparently, according to dispatch, we've been dealing with you in this capacity for a couple weeks now.
I will leave forever if that's what's in her heart that says that I do not want this guy. I will leave forever, and that 5 years has been one girl has been a long time.
So would you agree with me that at 12 years old she's not?
I do not agree.
Okay. So, well, I'm telling you that you're not to have any type of relationship.
Okay, as little children, right? She's going to be old one day and die. So? Because I will live forever.
Jeez. Okay. That's great. Could you put your hands behind your back for me, buddy? Like, you can understand why this isn't good optics. If you, a 43-year-old man, really wanted to make moves on a 13-year-old, I mean, I think you should be put to death. But the least that you could do is not stand outside their house and scream, "She's gonna die! I'm gonna live forever!" It's like, yeah, okay. Go with the Maniac then, honey. He's immortal. He's got a lot of wisdom, probably, as immortal beings often do. He's just playing stupid for the police. So they'll just let him walk out of there.
If you're gonna play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes.
This is insanity. I hate everything that's happening, but I'm glad it's more funny than sad to me.
And I will kill myself. I will kill myself.
Uh-oh.
So are you making threats to harm yourself?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure?
5150, bro.
Without her, I will die one day.
Well, we're all going to die one day.
Right. And I hope my day is soon.
Okay.
Why
is that?
I'll be diligent with you, sir.
Okay, I appreciate that. But so why?
I'll be diligent with you, sir. That's not the correct meaning of that word. And then he just has this face like, yeah, that officer accepted the thing that I said. I'm totally getting out of here yet. He's so deluded that it's just, it's insane. It's clown world, man. I'm so glad the cops are here so that the dad really doesn't have to take matters into his own hand. But I'm glad that the dad is out there willing to do it. God, I love dad energy. These are my spawn and I'll kill you over it. It's so good.
Why do you think I mean, we're all going to die one day, but I mean, you understand she's 12, but I understand from you that doesn't make a difference to you.
But you don't understand God. With men, things aren't possible. With God, all things are possible. All things.
I understand
that. The way he flapped his hands when he got all excited.
I mean, that's what they say.
Let's just suppose for a moment that all things are possible. Anything. You have one wish. And your wish is a 6-year-old that can somehow make you immortal? I mean, it's still 12-year-old. But still kind of gross, you know, blowing their nose in their shirt and stuff. It's a terrible argument. I don't even know why I'm trying to logic this guy. I've already got my course of action, thank you very much. I'm just waiting to cut to black when the 2 gunshots happen.
And I want to know what's in her heart. Her heart.
Okay. So at 12 years old, if she says, yes, I'm in love with
you, that stuff,
ghoul.
I've been with one girl all these years.
I'm trying to understand where you're coming from.
Or gone whoring around with other girls. I've been with one girl this whole year.
Okay. And where's that girl?
This whole year. Yeah, one girl, 1 year. I've not been cheating or whoring around. Oh, really? Because you seem like such a catch. You'd think the women would be lining up for, for fucking Frankenstein is little children. You're freaking me out, bro. I need you to not be a person anymore. Just not exist. And I only know of one way for you to get there, so that's the road we gotta go down. I guess we could just do, like, chemical castration or whatever. Is that more humanitarian or less? Trace amounts of science.
All these
Two
years,
girls.
All these years.
All these
I'm trying
years.
to build this church. One church is all that's left. It's because God has never died. He's always living. He's a living God, and he has never died. He escaped that death. When he came back and he was like crying, he said, "What are you guys doing all sleeping? Let's go."
What you guys all doing sleeping? Let's go. I bet Jesus really did talk like this, didn't he? Don't put me up on that cross.
Lord, I apologize. This dude is such a goofball. If he wasn't a complete predator, he'd still be fun to laugh at in other ways. But we definitely know which wavelength this guy is working on, so just take him out back, show him the rabbits, you know.
The rabbits. And I get the Tinder rabbit.
It's a Lenny situation in current year if I've ever seen one, alright? That's what I know.
That's God for you, and he drives the biggest ship around here, and they're gonna be on the mast for me. Back mast, front mast, my two girls.
Okay, so who do you
Dude, that's so weird.
think lives here?
I don't know, man. I'm in a nightmare, man. I've been 5 years here, man. 5 years on the same girls, and I don't do other girls, man. I'm not.
So you know these two girls' names, but
I'm putting in nobody in danger.
So who do you think live?
Nobody in danger. I just want to take their children away. What? What? God has a big ship and I need to turn those girls into masts. I hate everything you represent. I'm so glad he's not walking away from this. Would any jury in the land convict if the cops really did just put him down here and now? I'm sure the dad would help you hide the body.
And I'm putting nobody in danger.
But you've never. But so how do you?
From the internet. I will never harm anybody. I'm putting nobody in danger.
Okay.
I could be.
You keep saying that.
A date with no sex. I'm not looking for sex.
Oh,
maybe just a date for coffee or something, man.
A date for coffee. 12-year-olds don't drink coffee. And for the most part, maybe they do these days. Everybody loves going to the Starbucks for the $7 latte, but my 12-year-old don't drink coffee. I guess she could if she liked it, but like, yeah, kids don't really like it. It's coffee. You're gonna walk in with the 12-year-old, be like, yeah, I have a dark roast, and she's like, hot chocolate, please. Can you take me back to my parents? Damn, now I made myself sad. But that's okay, that only happened in the darkest timeline. Luckily, we have these officers here, and they're gonna do the right thing. They're gonna force him to do the right thing. Whew, what a ride.
Do you think 12-year-olds drink coffee?
Cop says the same thing.
I'll buy your dinner, dude. I don't care.
I'll buy your dinner, dude.
I'm not looking for sex.
You could get 3 things off the dollar menu at McDonald's, babe.
So they do have a. So he keeps talking about. They have a daughter.
He keeps talking about
best
what?
friend.
Oh, they're mentioning the names, yeah.
YouTube channel like 5 years ago that he somehow started stalking them. He ventured from Oregon, and now he knows where he is. And like in my conversation with him, like he's leaving with this 12-year-old. Like nobody's going to tell him no. He doesn't care about the law. Under God, no one shall forbid. Blah blah blah. Like these folks are scared to death. I'm trying to figure out myself.
Yeah, he was a religious wacko. You cannot talk him out of this thing. Even if they kick his ass back to Oregon, you think he's not going to do exactly the same thing all over again? Ugh.
They said 5 years, they haven't posted in a while, and I'm like, how do you know they live here? He's like, I love their channel. Once I started watching their channel, everything else went to shit. I was like, well, how do you find out they live here? And he goes, well, I don't want to say, but it wasn't hard.
I love their channel. Once I started watching it, everything went to shit. So you clung on to a 6-year-old on the internet? Or an 8-year-old? However old they were when they did the channel. Too freaking young! I swear to God, dude, YouTube's a great outlet, but don't ever show up to my house. Especially uninvited. There's a big gate, it's not getting opened. If you get over the gate, then you have to see what castle doctrine looks like in the Philippines. And I guess the real question is here, like, what can you even do with a person like this? Send them to the funny farm? Do they even have funny farms anymore? No, they don't. Ronald Reagan closed them all.
Since Ronald Reagan kicked me out of my mental hospital.
It sounds like they're kids.
They're 12 years old. Well, 13. Yeah.
Yeah, and he said that's some internet channel, and they haven't posted in a little while, and he's trying to start a church, and they were like, he wants a date. He's down here on his hands and knees begging God for a date.
Oh, yeah, watch this camera.
Yeah,
like,
so,
I thought we were throwing down. So he got really animated. The church kept saying his name was as the children, you know, and kept referencing God in the church. So unfortunately, this guy confirmed that this is the right house, because he came out, and as I'm talking to the guy here in the drive, he goes, "Are you from Oregon?" Yeah, he goes, "This is the guy, my daughter." I'm like, oh.
Yeah, see? Now he knows exactly where it is. He was just casing the street. Maybe it wasn't the best idea for Dad to come out, but you know what? I would have done it too. I want to tell his asshole to his face.
He said he's from Portland.
I don't know. So I just, like I said, I haven't run the ID. Terry said that it's probably this guy.
I guess we've been dealing with him. But he said he came from Portland. So I'm like, where are you staying? He goes, well, I was downtown Cleveland, but Portland's way nicer than Portland.
I mean, so he's homeless. I mean, these parents, like, I guess he found out Mom's cell phone. I guess he called Mom's cell phone a couple weeks ago, and like now he knows where they live. And so like they're petrified.
So there's no way the mom is on the internet in some capacity. This guy's after the mom, is he?
No, it's definitely the kids.
Okay.
It's definitely the kids.
Yep. Pretty horrible. He's just like a homeless hitchhiking guy. It is awful, but like I have no sympathy for him. I hope the worst things possible happen to him.
Yeah, I'm fearful for this little girl's safety. Apparently the FBI got involved like 5 years ago, and like apparently this agent, and I mean I don't have all the details about it, we just talked briefly, but apparently, you know, all the they were involved, said it's a mental situation. Yeah, but the FBI guy's like, he basically told the family, he goes, he lives in Oregon, I wouldn't worry too much about it, and here he is on their front porch now. All right, Mr. Nielsen.
It only took him 5 years, but he tracked that. Like, I'm so disturbed. To track down a cell tower and narrow down the radius in which she probably lives when he calls the mom's cell phone. Like, you're dealing with some amount of genius here, but that's really hard for me to believe, honestly. He's mostly just a wacko who doesn't care about these sort of things appearing in his internet search history, right? I think that's the theory that we're going with. Okay, so the cop goes in, talks to the parents, comes back out and tells the dude basically what everybody else has been telling him the whole time. She said no, it's not gonna happen, no. Go home, wherever that is, behind the Walgreens, drive a truck, work the love dumpster, whatever you gotta do. You just gotta get the hell out of here, okay?
I would do you one favor. I did speak with the 12-year-old, and I know while you said that you don't care if they're 6 years old, 12 years old, it's what you feel in your heart. She wants nothing to do with you.
Do you believe it came from her?
I talked to her. I talked to her specifically.
Do you believe it came from her? She wasn't under distress at all?
Well, no, she's not under duress.
How do you know?
Because I was in the house.
How do you know she's not under duress right now?
Okay.
How do you know she's not under duress? Huh?
Yeah, I'm having a real hard time seeing that spark of genius. He's like, just let me take him away from the parents who are causing her duress, and surely she'll agree to go with me. It's like, yeah, because now you're the adult authority figure who might actually hurt her. I'm so glad that that did not happen. I think we've had enough fun in games now. It's time to put this guy in cuffs. It probably was time to put him in cuffs a long time ago. But maybe they were just hoping that he'd escalate it from a kidnapping charge so they could really, you know, put him away for a little while longer. I could see myself doing some baiting like that.
Put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your back.
Yeah, you don't scream.
We're not going to have you acting up like this.
Been wanting to do this all day. Put him on real tight. Cut into his wrists.
Step this way.
That's erratic, dude.
It doesn't matter. Yours is probably easier to get into.
Everything you've done is erratic. Not yet.
I hit nothing.
I don't think any of it's gonna hold up in court. Like, you've admitted to multiple things on camera. He might be a bit of a mental case. But yeah, we can't have you out here threatening a 12-year-old and her family. Or else the dad is gonna buy a gun, and yeah, it's not gonna go your way, alright? So indeed, they took him away. Nielsen was arrested and transported to Medina County Jail, where he was charged with 2 counts of menacing by stalking and 1 count of importuning, which is just a lawyer talk way of saying persistent harassment of someone. But yes, on December 22nd, 2022, right in time for Christmas, he was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison and 5 years of supervised release, parole, whatever you call it. Of course, he also has to register as a Tier 1 offender, and you love to see it, honestly. I'm terrified for a couple more years and this guy gets out, and I don't know where his head's going to be at that point, but I hope prison helped him to screw it on at least a little bit straighter. Anyway, that's all I got for Maniacs today. If you got some more, dump them in the Discord. I just add them to a big notepad file. They'll pop up sort of at random as I collect enough of the same type of thing, I guess. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, especially if you watched it this far. You should sign up on the Patreon, I'd really appreciate that, but even if you can't, that's cool. I just appreciate you hanging out, and I want you to remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.